Hello everyone. Let us discuss about the topic Direct Memory Access Controller 8237. So we have used program instructions to transfer data from port to memory or from memory to port. For some applications such as transferring data bytes to memory as they are read off a magnetic or optical disk. So however, the data bytes are being sent from the disk faster than they can be read in with program instructions. In a case like this, we use a dedicated hardware device called Direct Memory Access Controller. So thus, it accessing the memory directly without intervening the processor. So DMA controller is capable of becoming the bus master and supervising a transfer between an IO or mass storage interfacing and memory. A DMA controller temporarily borrows the address bus, data bus and control bus from the microprocessor and transfers the data bytes directly from the port to a series of memory locations because the data transfer is handled totally in hardware. So it is much faster than it would be if done by the program instructions. So a DMA controller can also transfer the data from memory to a port, or some DMA devices can also do memory to memory transfers. So now discuss the various modes of DMA operations. So the first mode is byte data transfer, burst data transfers, and third one is a block data transfer. This one shows the there is a flow chart of by the flow chart of a byte transfer, data transfer. Okay, byte data transfer. This one is the flow chart of byte data transfer. This one is the burst data transfer. This one is the block data transfer. Here, the DMA controller acts for address data on the control buses. Then to transfer the data, after transferring the data, it releases the bus to the processor and checks the device ready or not. So if the device again ready, then it put the request to the address and data bus. So if it is in the case of burst data transfer, the DMA request for address, data and control buses, then to transfer the 1 byte, and it checks with the peripheral is ready to transfer another byte. If it is so, using the bus, then it transfer the data, and after completing all the data transfer, it releases the buses. It releases the buses, where in the block diagram of data transfer, so the DMA controller request for address, data and control buses, then to transfer the 1 byte, and it checks whether the peripherals is ready or not. So if yes means then the transfer the another byte. Otherwise it waits till the peripheral is ready to transfer the data. So next one, this one shows the block diagram of 8237. So it has got control and status register. Then the transfer the data between two memories, it needs the address register. Then number of count, how many number of bytes data you have to be transferred. This one have a counter register. So this one have a byte counter register. Next one, the sum of the features are listed out here. The first feature is it provides a various modes of DMA controller. So it provides and chip 4 independent channel. So the number of channels can be increased by cascading. So each channel can be used in auto initialization mode. It can transfer the data from memory to memory. So suppose in memory to memory transfer, single word can be written in all location of memory block. The address of memory is either increment or decrement. So directly expandable to any number of channels by cascading. So next, it provides there is an end of program line that is used for terminate DMA operation. This signal can be generated by external hardware. The DMA can be requested by setting an appropriate bit of request register. Independent control for DREQ and DAs, there is a acknowledgement. So these signal can be initialized by active high or low. Next, the operation of DMA controller. Here the peripheral adds one of the request pins. Example RQ/GT1, RQ/GT0. So okay, so next step, 88SS completes its current bus cycle and enters into a hold status. So 88SS grants the right of the bus control by assessing the grant signal via the same pin as a request signal. The DMA operation starts. So upon completion of the DMA operation, the peripheral assesses the request grant pin again to relinquish by bus control. Next, this one is the here this one is the DMA register. Various DMA registers are tabulated in this table. So whenever the peripheral, suppose the DMA operation, otherwise whenever the peripheral makes a request first, DMA receives the request. It will send the hold request to the processor. So the processor, it will release the buses and it will send the signal along with the acknowledgement signal. So now the DMA controller becomes a master of the bus. Once the master of the bus, it checks out internal register like bus address register, base address register, bus wait counter register, counter address register, then count the values, all that it will be checked, then transfer the data between two memories. After completing the data transfer, when the count exhausts, then automatically at the end of the program, they may send the interrupt request and then it release address data bus so that the processor becomes the master of the bus. So these are all the DMA operations. Next, here the DMA registers are listed in this table. Here the base address register, it contains the beginning address. So base word counter register contains the total number of bytes to be transferred, and each time after transferring byte, we are using the increment or decrement the data, the address bus and word count, and that value is going to be kept in the current address register. Next, current word count register. During this decrementation process, we use these temporary register. So coming to the common register which are used for all. So we will go with each and every register in general. The command is going to be issued by the microprocessor to 8237 DMA controller to tell how the 8237 channels are going to be used by command register, and a status register of this DMA channels is given by the status register. So in the mode register is going to tells us in which mode of operation the channels are going to operate. The mask register tells which channels are enabled and which channels are disabled. The registers tell what are the request IO request for DMA register. So next this one is the common register format. So the first, that is a pin number, that is a D0 is whether it is memory to memory disable, memory to memory enable. The next bit is a channel selection. There is a channel 0 address hold disable. Channel 0, suppose 1 means channel 0 address hold enable. So next channel is, the next bit is whether it is controller enable or disable. Next, the fourth one, the third one is, so normal, 0 means normal timing, 1 means compressed timing. Suppose the fourth one is a fixed priority or rotating priority. The fifth one is the late wire selection or extended wire selections. So the sixth one is DREQ sense active high, DREQ sense active low. So next one, the seventh one is whether it is 0 means DACK sense active low, 1 means DACK sense active high. So next one is the mode register. The mode registers having 2 bits are the channel selection. So channel 1, channel 0 means 0 0, channel 3 means 1 1. So next 2 bits are verify transfer or write transfer, read transfer or illegal. So the next one is whether it is 0 means auto initialization disable, 1 means auto initialization enable. So next bit is the fifth bit. The fifth bit is a 0 for address increment select or address decrement select. So the last 2 bits are whether it is 0 0 means demand mode select and 1 0 means block mode select. Suppose both are 1 means cascade mode is selected. So next one is the master register. The master registers having last 2 bits. There is a LSB bits 0 0. So that means select channel 0 mask bit. 1 1 means channel 3 mask bit. So next bit is 0 for clear mask bit, 1 for set mask bit. Next one is a request register. So the request register having the LSB 0 and 1 bits are whether it is channel selection. Channel 0 means 0 0, channel 2 means 1 0. So next one is the pin number, that is bit 2. So bit 2 is nothing but whether it is 0 means reset request bit, 1 means set request bit. So references. So these 2 books I have referred for preparing this video lecture. Thank you for watching this video.